morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time you guys are watching this video. Track stopping back at y'all with another one. Thank you for tuning in to 808s and Kicks. So, just gonna jump right on into things. So, for those of you that don't know, Stranger Things is getting ready to air its 5th and final season. I believe it releases November 26th, exclusively on Netflix. Me personally, I've been watching the show for all of the seasons up to this point, so I'm excited to see how they're gonna wrap things up. You know what I mean? And yeah, should be good. You know, the story. I mean, the season's been going on this long, and every season has been pretty good in my opinion. So it's definitely gonna be interesting to see how they do things. You know, but yeah. With all that being said, let's get on to what we really here for. You know. All right. Here we have it, y'all, and it's in this all orange box. Yeah, this is very interesting. I love how they gave it kind of like, if you look at it, the white on the Nike sign is not really white. It's kind of got like an off-white look to it. It's, you know, to make it look like, I guess, aged or vintage, whatnot. You got your map up there, and it says, from Beaverton, Oregon, Nike sports shoes have become the preferred shoe of champion athletes all over the world. Like athletes, we always keep trying to improve our performance, and we always will. It's a strong statement. And as you see, they got Nike right here, right there in Beaverton, Oregon. How it's showing that it's just, you know, distributing throughout you know, different countries of the world and stuff. I think that's pretty dope. And you see the Nike sign where exactly they distribute their products to. Pretty cool. And I love how, if you look closely, it says Hawkins, Indiana, right here. It says Hawkins, Indiana. Hope you guys can see that. If not, I do apologize. But Hawkins, Indiana is basically where Stranger Things is supposed to take place. On one side of the box, you also have thank you for shopping at Bradley's. I want to say that's one of the shops in the show. 1987 Nike Stranger Things. You know, the show, if you guys didn't know, it takes place in the 80s as well. And of course, it says Nike Stranger Things right here in the corner of the box. I don't know if you guys can see it, if the light is not hitting it right, but it kind of has like that texture in there as well. Those of you that know how it is in the show, and they have like the other side that they go to and stuff, that's pretty cool. I love how they gave it that feel. Let's go on and get into things. So upon opening up the box, there's nothing special going on. You do get you a lot number right up here on top of the box right here. On the other side, inside, it says Oya Global right there. That's basically a distribution company that's teamed up with Nike to help distribute their products throughout the world. Pretty cool. Now on this wrapping paper here, this is pretty decent. I like how they did that. Yeah, you get some kind of blueprint right there on the wrapping paper, and I'm pretty sure that ties into the show. I'm pretty sure this year's season that we're getting ready to see is gonna, you know, reveal a lot more to us as well. Both of these shoes do come individually wrapped. Nike been doing that with a lot of their sneakers this year. And of course, you get like these little trinkets and stuff, little pins. It's a chicken on there. It says Hellfire Club. Has the radio station. Bradley's Big Guy. Bradley's Big Buy, which is one of the shops in the show. It's almost like these shoes came out of a time machine when you think about it. But let's really bust these bad boys out. And of course, in the bottom of the box, after you take everything out, it just says Nike Stranger Things as well underneath all that stuff. All right, guys, here we have them fresh out the box. This is your Stranger Things Nike Dunk Low Phantoms. This shoe got a lot going on. That's the best way I can put it. It's got a lot going on. So when you're looking at this bad boy, they wanted to give this shoe like that age feeling, that age look, almost like we went back into time and grabbed these bad boys. You know, yeah, this shoe is crazy. You know, in terms of how they just made it look like it's aged. And if you guys think about it, if you've ever seen someone with the actual like old pair of sneakers from the 80s and stuff, they're gonna be all type of discolored. You know, the leather is gonna be cracking. The midsole, or should I say, whichever color around the shoe, you know, in terms of the white, you're gonna see it discolored. Like, yeah, I love how they did that. You know, Nike did a really good job in terms of the presentation of this shoe, giving it that aged look, the cracked leather. You know, the white is not white anymore. The white is like, you know, all yellowed because of age and stuff. I think that's pretty dope. That's pretty dope. You know, yeah. You know, again, yeah, it just takes me back to like when I'm thinking, if I see an old pair of sneakers, like, you know, even like if you look at an old pair of Jordan 1s that actually came out in the 80s and they have them now, you know, just the age on it, just the look of it, you know, and the feel too, you know. I love how they did that. So let's just jump right into things. So of course, looking at these bad boys, the first thing you're gonna notice is the midsole. That midsole is yellow in terms of being aged. Again, like I said, the feel of this shoe is almost like they went back in time and went to the other side like they do in the Stranger Things TV show, and we snatched these bad boys and brought them back here to the year 2025. You look at the upper with that leather all around it, it is cracked. It got that cracked feel, that cracked look. They made it look aged very well. Even the Nike sign, how it has that like navy blue color, even the Nike sign is cracked up. And if you look at the tag here, it's upside down. It says Nike 1987 right there, just like in the TV show how they call it the upside down. That's pretty cool. Shoestrings, they already come pre-aged with the yellowing all over them. It's over the whole sneaker. I mean, it's over the whole shoelaces with that yellowing look. Even the Nike tab on the tongue is upside down, giving it that feel from the show as well. Excuse me, toe box, get the same, you know, pattern with the ventilation. Let's look at the back of the sneaker. If you look here, Nike is also upside down as well, like they flipped it, which is pretty cool. Very, very nice. Bottom of the sneakers. This is crazy. So like, you know, I don't know if my camera is doing it any justice, but it has that kind of like dirty age look on the bottom of it as well. Pretty cool, man. Pretty cool. Back of the tongue, of course, you got your Stranger Things right there. That's pretty cool. It says Stranger Things. It's the same thing on the other sneaker as well. And on the insoles of the sneaker, it just says Stranger Things over Nike, and it's kind of like got the upside down look to it as well. Nike is written one way, Stranger Things is written in another. I'm gonna put a picture up there, you know, just, you know, for you guys to see. One thing I would like to say though, I'm very curious with these. So I don't know if any of you guys remember the other collab that Nike and Stranger Things did when they had the fabric that you can rip off. Some people were burning it off, and it's supposed to be like a darker color representing the other side that they would go to in Stranger Things. So looking at this, right, we got the cracked leather that's supposed to give it that aged look, but I'm looking at this toe box and it's like very flaky, if you guys can see that. That toe box is very flaky with that old cracked aged leather, right? And I bring this up because the Jordan 4 toe pays had that cracked leather to it as well, but it was made to like kind of come off if you wanted to, you know, chip it off, shave it off, or whatever. And I'm just curious, you know, with this one, can you do the same thing with these? Like, you know, if anybody knows if you can chip this off and reveal another layer, I would definitely love to know. Please put a comment in that comment box. I'm looking for pictures to see if I'm gonna look and see if I can see some pictures of someone chipping it off, but just the way it feels, like it's not like the Lost and Founds, where the Lost and Founds cracked leather is more together. This, it's almost like just very flaky, almost as if you got like a X-Acto knife or something, just slowly shaved it off or whatever, or if you got your fingernail and just started scratching at it, you know what I mean? These do not come with an extra set of laces. You only get your one set that these come factory laced with your blue lace tips as well. Yeah, that's pretty much all there is to it, guys, you know? But we're gonna take a closer look at these bad boys, and then we are going to wrap this bad boy up. Just in time for the 5th and final season, we have here the Stranger Things Nike Dunk Low Phantom. With an aged vintage look, looking like this is something that we grabbed from the past. Upside down Nike logos all throughout the shoe, mimicking the upside down from the TV show. This is definitely one for those that are fans of the Stranger Things show. or if you're a fan of this latest collab between Stranger Things and Nike. So what do you guys think? Are you a fan or are you not a fan? Let me know what you guys think. All right, guys, there you have it. A look at your Stranger Things Nike Dunk Low Phantoms. These are, decent, interesting pair of sneakers in my humble opinion. I don't know if I like these better than the previous collab that Nike and Stranger Things did with the fabric that you can rip away. I'm not sure. I'm undecided. I'm not saying I dislike these. These ain't bad. But in terms of the other collab, I kind of like that one just because of the tearaway feature, That's just me. But other than that, I still think this is a decent collab as well, These definitely are not these are definitely not bad sneakers, if I may say so myself. But let me know what you guys think. Put some chit chat in that comment box, guys. What do you guys think of these? Are you a fan? Are you not a fan? Did you guys cop? Did you just say, you know what, I'm a pass on them? Or did you try to go for a pair of these and you didn't hit on them? Let me know something, guys. Let me know something. Let me know what you think of these, And also, if you may, hit that subscribe button down there so you can stay up to date on the latest and greatest when I'm dropping something new. I always try my best to respond to each and every comment that I see that you guys put on my videos because I love the interaction and I just love the back and forth, We're here to talk about sneakers, so let's do it, But other than that, guys, I'm going to wrap this bad boy up. Stay blessed, stay fresh. Love your loved ones like it's no tomorrow. Until then, I'm going to see you all very, very soon on the next one. Peace.